Welcome back. Well, I thought the combine was going to do something silly. We are continuing to harvest my soybean fields. We're still on the same field as the last one that we did. One thing that I did do. Oh, this guy is never going to finish cutting this grass, is he? Ever. That's okay. I list a cedar. And I want to... What? Okay, yeah, field 14. I wanted to just put some wheat on this particular field while we are doing what we're doing. So I'll let him do his thing, and we'll get back to the combine over here. And we'll continue harvesting while he's planting some wheat. Now, I just realized that I don't have in our last episode, I realized that I don't have a seeder or a plant at all, nothing. So it is something that I will need to address. Actually, what I needed to do on that, which is I think why, I think I need to stop him, because I think the reason that I left him up there is because it needs to have some, was it fertilizer or was it lime that it needed? Let's have a look. Oh, so some fertilizer. Okay, so let's get you. We'll get this guy over here. We haven't used him for any work, so we might as well use him. And put some fertilizer down. I'm trying to remember what I have in my spreader. And my spreader, from memory, it's over here. Oh, oh. How are we going with Inca view here? Oh, perfect. Oh yes, we got solid fertilizer in here, so that couldn't have worked out better if I wanted it to. Okay, so we can go up here. So even this one needs some fertilization and probably some lime as well. But what we'll do is we'll fertilize this field, and then I will come straight here and fertilize this field. So I'll set up the worker to do it. Okay. Okay, it's still... GPS is very, 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 very picky. It does not want to... So I got 44,000 liters out of the 2 fields so far. So... yes. So not a humongous amount, but not a bad amount either. So we are at what, 119%. So we're doing okay. Treatment of the field is pretty good, 116. So it's dropping off here and there, but it's not doing bad at all. So I'm hoping that the field, yes, so the nitrogen is improving. Oh, you need to, all of our fields we're going to need to spray. So there's going to be quite a bit of nitrogen that we're going to need to use. Okay, it's okay that we're skipping a little bit, we'll come back to it. So there's quite a bit to go. It's quite a bit to go. So we'll do a bit of a time lapse here. Okay, well, I left the combine to do its work. I thought, you know what, we had enough harvesting in the last 2 episodes. So it is doing its thing. I'm gonna see if I can reduce the yield of that combine. I'm pretty sure that you can, because as much as it's helpful in having such a huge capacity, the combine, I didn't like it, the fact that I never had to empty it. So once we get done with all the harvesting and all that sort of stuff, it's gonna go back to either original or I'm gonna look for a different combine. I do need to get a seeder. Well, I'm gonna need a planter first, because I bought a corn header, so I do want to plant some corn or some sunflowers as well. I am going to put the flour production and the oil production on the map. So we're going to look into selling some of the products that we have. I've been collecting it and not actually selling it, which is not very good. So we're going to look at some contracts if there's anything worth doing. So I'm going to then do that. I'm not going to do like 6, 7 like I did sometimes, 4, 5, 6, whatever, how many contracts I did. I'm just going to limit myself to a couple, and then try and sort of just pick the really good ones, and that's it. I do need a different mower. We've kind of outgrown that now with sheep and and cows, that we're going to need quite a bit of grass. So I'm going to have to look at a faster way to do grass. And I think the fastest way to do grass is in two ways. Either, do they still have? Either get this, or, yes, I'm going to need $20,000. Do I have any? Oh, yes, I do. There's $20,000 and a little bit of change. And we've got this. So what do we have? 22, 30, $40,000, give or take a little bit. So we'll have more than enough to buy that plow. I might even that baler. Sorry, not that plow. Let me know what you think. You may think, oh, that's unrealistic. So if many people don't like it, then I'm going to change it. Or I may not even get it. I may just look to get I'm pretty sure that I have a windrower, and I'm pretty sure that I already have a tether, so we don't really need to do much more than that. So yeah, I think we'll just worry about getting a tether and all that sort of stuff, and not really stretch ourselves in getting that baler. I think too many people will say I'm already using too many mods that are not really realistic. So I think people are going to start not liking it, the fact that I'm using too many of them. So planter is what we're going to look at spending our money. Seeder, planter, or planter seeder. Mower, we're going to need to get upgraded our mower. I would like to get to a point where I can afford to get a JCB tractor, something with a bit of horsepower. But that's most likely going to be in later episodes. Right now, we can't really afford that, so I'm pretty sure that this is ready to harvest as well. So I'm gonna hope that the worker can do it. Yep. Okay, so let's let him do it. Hopefully he won't do what he did the last time and go all over the place. Okay, so looks like, come on, 14. I don't know why I went the longest way. Yep, we got some wheat. We've got, so where are we here with grass? So we got quite a bit of grass. All these fields, I may end up, yeah, we'll see what happens. I may end up getting rid of some of the grass fields and putting sunflower on them as we go along. So looking for price. Oh, where are we? Oh, soybeans. So soybeans, current value 100,000. Best value 200,000 in July. Silage we can sell now. Canola we have a decent, but in December, so we've got a bit to go. Barley and wheat. Well, wheat is close. Okay, I can sell the water for 200,000. Not that I'm going to do that, obviously. So really, the only thing that we can do right now is sell the water and silage, which obviously I'm not interested in selling. I don't have that much, so we're not going to look at selling that. Our apple trees, I don't actually think we've made any money of those. I've noticed that what Daggerwin did, they took this out. I'm going to do a little bit different. I'm not going to take it out. I'm going to buy it. So what I'm going to do is once I have the money and buy it, I'm simply going to delete that money out of my out of my out of my bank per se. Obviously, this is not active yet because I accidentally bought the wrong one. I didn't want to buy the tailor shop. I wanted to buy the what is it called? Spinnery. Yeah, but it's okay. We'll get that as well in our next time that we actually have the cash to do so. Now let's have a look. I'm trying to think whether I should look at planting wheat in at least one more field. But which field would I have that would be ready to put? Maybe 12. 12 would be ready. These big ones, I don't think they're ready. Well, nitrogen will be okay. Yield. pH, they're not too bad. So I suppose I mean 15 is not too bad in pH. They could all do with quite a bit of help, can't they? No, look, I have enough for what I need, so we're just gonna return these. Oops. But before I do that, return that, yes. But before I do that, I do want to empty the seed out of it. Okay, beautiful. So now we can return that as well. Now I'm trying to think what would be the best option. Okay, we've got ourselves some tractors. Spreaders. We may need to get another spreader or... Oh, that's the wrong section. That's the section that I need. What's that, 5,000 liters? I think we'll get this one for, and especially just do it for lime, because lime you can fill it up with lime, 40,000 liters, and that way let's choose. Wow, we got a lot of colors. Holy macaroni, that's bright. Actually, let's have a look what this color looks like. Where is that blue? How do I get rid of that blue? Wow, that's a lot of... That is a lot of different colors, but nothing seems to get rid of that blue. The reflection. So there is no more colors that I can change. We're not going to do that, are we? That kind of... Yeah, why not? It's free to change colors anyway, so buy. Now I've got probably about 10,000 liters. Okay, lime. So this is 450 for 1,000 liters. This is 450 for 2,000 liters. Okay, now let's just, so if I buy 6, let's just buy 8. I think that's probably the best way to treat this. Since all the fields that I've got, they do require lime, that's probably the easiest way to do it. But that will be a problem for our next episode. I'm trying to keep the episodes as low as possible, and I'm trying not to overshare, but not to undershare. So it's kind of a bit, kind of trying to do both. But I don't think I'm being extremely successful at this stage. You know, I don't want to edit out everything, because then it kind of just looks like, where do I get all this money from? But at the same time, I don't want to, you know, bore the living that outside of you showing you absolutely every single thing that is happening. So kind of, it's kind of a bit hard to sort of come up with the right balance, at least at this stage anyway. Hopefully in the near future, I'll be able to, you know, come back with a much better balance than what I'm currently able to do. So hopefully you understand. Okay, we'll fill this up. It's gonna take a little while. Anyway, I'm not gonna bore you with this. It's gonna take forever for me to fill it up. Have a wonderful day wherever you are. God bless you and your family, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.